this is only the beginning. This, oh my goodness, I have been working on a video about censorship, and this is happening now. Oh my goodness, I'm still gonna work on that video because I've spent way too long on it, but this, I had to talk about this because it is absolutely insane. Okay, so what's the deal? This is how it starts, alright? And the crazy thing is that it didn't even take a week for us to see the full effects. But this is how it begins. First, it's Steam banning games, which the idea of banning a game in itself is already kind of whack. But the fact that the payment processors did it is where it's crazy. Why are they determining what you buy? You telling me that they're gonna be like, oh, I'm sorry, you're buying this weird game. I'm not gonna let you spend on it. I'm gonna veto that and gonna say no. Fuck you and your decisions. You don't make your own decisions. I decide what you purchase. Because it doesn't just start with games. As we've seen with the censorship, it is a slippery slope. It's gonna start with that. And then eventually, they're gonna start venturing into other fields. But let's not venture out too far. Let's go back. Let's just think about this for a second. Let us reflect on the sheer amount of things that have occurred in this singular month. Not even the month, man. It's only been like 2 weeks. A week and a half, maybe. Censorship is running rampant. I don't understand what is going on. Because it started with Steam. And then we got itch.io, which, again, payment processors, that seemed related, right? They started getting rid of these weird porn games. I don't disagree with what they removed. I disagree with the censorship in general. Because I also don't think that we should support, advocate, and enable things that could be harmful to other people. In this particular case, this is bad. This is bad. This is just plain awful. Plain all awful. Because we thought it would end there. Well, I didn't think this. People were like, oh, porn games, whatever. It's not like I play these games. I goon somewhere else. Of course, because it doesn't affect you. You don't care. And that's usually how it goes for people, right? If it doesn't bother you, it's not my problem, then I don't care. I'm gonna continue living blissfully. Well, guess what? Now it affects you. Now it's become a problem for you. And it became a problem for the people in itch.io because they started censoring LGBT games that weren't even mature. That's already not a good thing. Because it's not the first time that video games have been under attack for whatever reason, right? Wanting to protect the children from GTA 5, I understand. They shouldn't be playing that game to begin with. Who let them purchase this game? The parents. Alright, we're throwing in the blame. It's always the parents. If you're gonna be a parent, be a parent. If you're gonna birth a child, take care of that child. Teach them the ways. Don't expect the internet and society to teach them because it doesn't work. It's not their responsibility, it is yours. You brought life to a creature that didn't ask to be born, and then you're just kind of letting it run rampant through the streets and doing whatever it wants. Well, no wonder your kids are depressed. No wonder your kids have anxiety. No wonder your kids have terrible eating disorders and they scroll through Instagram and TikTok for 30 hours and then they feel like shit. Yeah, because there's no parenting. Is there a certain level of personal responsibility? Yes. But you cannot expect that level of responsibility from 1, a child, and 2, an addict. You are the enabler. You should be protecting them, not the companies. Because then the companies start creating shit like the Online Safety Act. To protect the children. Think of the children. No, they're not thinking of the children. They're thinking of their wallets. They're thinking of how can we steal more information from the consumers. That's what they care about. You think Discord gives a shit about the kids? No, there's a bunch of weird porn servers and Discord doesn't give a shit about it. Freaking no text-to-speech has to make a video every now and then and maybe it'll get taken down, but other than that. But okay, we're banning video games with mature themes. I disagree. Very strongly. But it didn't end there, did it? Because now they want to remove games that aren't even supposed to be played by children. Again, that's their excuse, right? The kids. Games like Mass Effect. Oh, because freaking you see full nudity of Liara. Oh, heaven forbid the children. First of all, that's like 2% of the game. Not even. It's a one cutscene. It's a one thing. The game is not about that. And then they started targeting Detroit Become Human because of what, violence against women? Okay, the father beats the girl and then the female android protects the girl and then what? Oh, GTA 5 is harmful because you can hurt women. What? You know how you have to go out of your way to hurt a woman in GTA 5? Like, you have no idea. Like, genuinely, I've played this game very recently too. Most of the game consists of these 3 assholes doing weird shit. For you to actually go and punch a woman, you have to go do that yourself. You absolutely have to. Is there a thing or two in the main story cutscenes? Yes. But you as the player have to go do it yourself. But that's fine, because 1, it's a video game, and 2, you're an adult playing this game. This game is rated M, I'm pretty sure. 100% is rated M, last I checked. Kids should not be playing it. I don't know how it works, but back then, when I was a kid buying rated M games, they asked you for an ID. Or to be accompanied by an adult. It's the same like when you buy alcohol, right? They ask you for verification, they look at it, they go, okay, cool. Are they not doing that these days? Who is giving the children the games? Now, censorship doesn't just start in games, and it doesn't only exist in video games. We've seen it everywhere else. We've seen it in films. I mean, Elio was supposed to be about LGBTQ representation, and they removed it. They made him a ghost of his former shell. Superman movie, they got rid of the villain punching the dog for some reason, because, oh, that's bad. I'm like, yeah, I know it's bad. The villain's doing it. But whatever. People will complain because they've got sensitive skin. But it doesn't end there. It doesn't end there. That's the problem. The problem is that people don't care until it personally affects them. That's the problem. Because now in the UK, you've got this Online Safety Act, and they think, you know, everyone who's not in the UK is like, oh, we're good. We're good. No one's gonna bother us because that's happening over there. Guess what, Nimrod? If it succeeds over there, it's gonna succeed over everywhere else. Canada, the US, Mexico, the entirety of the rest of the world, they're gonna follow suit. And we know this is true because it's happened with other types of businesses. When Nintendo started charging $90 for video games, guess who else followed suit? Sony, Microsoft. Why? Because if one person can get away with it, everyone else can get away with it. If one person can get away with leading the country and being an asshole, people feel vindicated and justified in being an asshole. That's how it starts. And unfortunately, it's only getting worse from here. Spotify now requires you to input your information so you can prove that you're above the age of 18. Why? If you're a Spotify user, you're most likely paying for their service. You've already given them your credit card, which I personally wouldn't do. I don't like to give my card to things that don't require it. If it's for a video game, sure. I'm gonna give you my card if I want to play a game. But I'm not gonna spend any money on something like a Discord, Nitro, for example. And even the gall to be like, oh, here's a free trial, but you have to put in your card. Fuck no. I'm not gonna give you my information. I know what you do with this platform. We shouldn't be spending money there. Ugh, the amount of loot boxes, I'm not even gonna get into it. Discord is a terrible platform. Please, use alternatives. But anyways, Spotify, I personally don't use it, but I have people in my life who do. What they will do with this information, I don't know. I don't know. I like the experience of listening to music without ads too. But I have a workaround. I listen to YouTube through the Brave browser, and then that's it. It just works. No ads. Boom. Nice and easy. Not the best interface, but it works. And then it jumped from Spotify to... Guess what? It's at our doorstep. It's on YouTube. Oh, yay! So if you were thinking, who cares? This doesn't affect me. Well, now it does, fucker. You're watching this video on YouTube, so every single person who's watching this right now, the 3 people that watch my videos, yeah, you're affected. People used to think, ad blocking? Who cares? I have an ad blocker. Oh, I pay for YouTube Premium. I'm fine. No, you don't, because then they introduced a tier where even if you're paying for Premium, you still get ads. So, no. They're always going to do this to you. They're always going to find a way to screw you over. The companies are not to be trusted. Oh, I think the weirdest part about it is that they created an algorithm, or they're using an AI to determine how old you are based on the videos that you watch. The types of videos you watch is also very concerning because what if I'm a teacher and I'm watching people talk about how to make slime and how to write bedtime stories for kids, whatever, and I'm just watching them for pure research. The algorithm's gonna think I'm a child. And in order for me to prove that I'm not a child, I have to verify it with either a credit card or an ID, neither of which I am willing to provide to just anyone. I know eventually, if I ever want to get paid, sure, but I am not going to do it for the purpose of proving that I am above the age of 18. And then there are some websites, Discord included, where they want you to use a photo of yourself. I still think that's weird. Is that worse than the other two? I don't know. But it's also not foolproof. Because, you're gonna send this company your photograph for them to guess incorrectly? What are they basing it off of? How many wrinkles you have? Do I have eye bags? The makeup? Because I don't look my age. I don't sound my age either. So what? They're gonna look at me, they're gonna be like, oh, you're probably like, I don't know, 17 years old. No, bitch! I'm not! So this is the issue. I wanted to make this a more concise video, but ever since this has been happening, I've just been thinking about it nonstop. I can't even sit down and write a script because I get anxious. I'm like, fuck, I just gotta say my piece. And I've been just talking to myself all day and going, oh, I should say this, I should say this, I should say this, and I can't. I've had enough. I've had enough. This is not a good thing. This is only the beginning. So there's something that you need to remember from now on, because this is only gonna get worse. And I don't care if you don't believe me, for whatever reason that is. Someone else is gonna say it again, and I hope you believe them, as long as it gets the point across. You are not the customer. You are not the consumer. You are the product. They are using your personal information to sell to third parties, because that's what you are to them. You're a product, you're a number, you're nothing to them. You are worthless. Well, you're not worthless, you're worth something. Everybody's worth something if sold to the black market. They don't care about you. They only care about what you can do for them. I would recommend, there's this very niche, very cute little resource that you should look into if you haven't read it. It's called 1984 by George Orwell. That is literally written decades before this. It didn't predict this. This has been happening for years, but it's even more true now than it was back then because of the increased surveillance. So if you haven't read it, read it. Either watch a video summary, read the fucking cliff notes if you don't know how to read. I don't give a shit. Look into it. Research it. Because it is only going to get worse from here. I don't care if the Online Safety Act is only happening in the UK. Everything else is happening in the United States. And eventually, it's going to spread to other countries. Trust me. It is a disease. It is... Oh my gosh. It's like communism during the Cold War. It starts in one place, and then it fucking spreads. And people will be afraid. Except this time, it's not the Americans that are gonna fight back. If anything, it's the Americans that are gonna say, yeah, sure. I want to control my people. Because this goes beyond just being about censorship. Yes, the topic right now is censorship. Oh, we're censoring this. We don't want to censor this. The whole Library of Alexandria is a thing. They're censoring everything. But this isn't just about censorship. This is about control. They want to control what you consume. It's happening in North Korea. It's happening in China. That doesn't mean it can't happen here. I don't care if it's like, oh, this isn't happening now in the modern era. No, it's literally happening in other countries. There are literal countries who can't even look up porn sites. Again, not the top priority on the list, but the point is that they don't even have access to the free internet because the government is controlling what they do. At this point, if you're one of those people who is okay with giving away this information, then you're part of the problem. It's a dumb argument I see on the internet all the time, especially with people who talk about like the localization of shit. Like, oh, you can have your own AI locally to your machine, or you can have your own search engine in your own machine. And people are like, why? You have something to hide? It's like, no, bitch. I care about my freedom. I care about my privacy. I care about my information. Why are people so willing to just bend over and spread wide for the government? Like, no. Have some respect for yourself. Have some dignity. These are your rights. These are basic human rights that you are allowing them to violate. At this point, if to you giving away your card or giving away your ID is easy, okay, why have a door to your room? Just don't have a door. Let everyone see what you're doing. Why have a door to the bathroom? Who gives a shit? Let everyone watch you. Shower, take a shit, jack off. Who cares? Who cares about privacy, right? You know what? Better yet. Why do you have a door to your front house? Remove the locks. Let everybody in. See what happens. Oh, but you know what? I think even then that's too much security, right? 4 walls, roof, floor. Why don't you just live outside? Who needs a house, right? You're just gonna give all that shit away anyway, so why? Oh, no. But you're right. Being outside and living in nature and enjoying life, it's too much. That's too much. Being homeless, that's too much. How about we live stream what misery you're going through so we can have that added layer, that voyeurism. Yes. Let's just let everyone humiliate you and watch you suffer, which is a thing that's already happened, mind you. Why? If you're gonna give away your information anyways, why not just go all the way? Why not just let everyone watch every second? Everything. That's what the government wants. That's what the companies want. They want everything. So why not just give it to them? No. Have some respect. Have some dignity. Fight for your rights. Care about the things that are happening in the world. If you don't care about politics, maybe you should. Because in the great words of Philip DeFranco, you might not fuck with the government, but the government will fuck with you. I don't know if that's the exact quote, but that's the quote I'm using. So please, for all that is holy, again, if me saying this isn't gonna get to your head, at least let someone else say it. Maybe just like write down my words and then have a man say it. Maybe then you'll understand. Or do a deep fake of I don't know, some politician that you care about just so they can say it and then you'll pay attention. I don't care. As long as you get the point. You are not the consumer, you are the product. And you need to fight to protect your privacy. Because this is how it starts. Video games, the ability to listen to music, the ability to watch videos on YouTube uninterrupted without the fear of getting a virus on your computer. That's how it starts. And they're gonna try to shame you. I mean, oh my god, that fucking asshole. He was like, the people who are misusing and abusing VPNs. No, we're not abusing VPNs. We care about the collection of information. And we care about what companies know about you. I mean, literally, a site can know so much about your system just by visiting. It's insane. So fight. I don't know what else to say, honestly, other than just read 1984. It's a really good book. I started rereading it recently, and yeah. I think it's very frustrating to look at this book and go, wow, this is literally something that was revolutionary at the time. And everyone was impressed, and it mattered. And then suddenly people forgot. Because people forget their history. Because people don't know how to read. Because people don't pay attention in school. And that's what they want. They want you to remain stupid so that they can control you. Because this is not about censorship alone. This is about basic human rights and control. They want to control you. So don't let them. Take control of your own life. Protect your data.